This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
On his last day on the pitch, star spinner Muthaiya Muralidharan grabs his 800th wicket, an unbelievable and in all probability unbreakable record. India may have lost the test match, but Muralidharan's fans in Chennai are elated, say they don't want him to quit.
So he's always involved in the game.
We want that wicked old smile of Muralidharan back there, but hopefully shouldn't take too many Indian wickets.
DMK heaps bitter insults on Jayalalitha, say Amma is against Tamil culture. Can't catch a drink late night in the city or what? Blame the Chennai police as they crack the whip on bars open beyond 11 p.m. Students passing out with information technology find themselves disconnected in the real IT world. Actor Simbu was sacked from his movie, says his popular director, but Simbu says he wasn't. A real drama unfolding here.
I was really shocked when I came to know about the news.
Good evening, everyone. This is Headlines Now, a power-packed bulletin you should watch every day to know what happened and what could happen in Chennai and the nation. I am Radhika Iyer. What you heard were stories in Chennai, but take a look at the national headlines. One of Narendra Modi's closest aides, Amit Shah, is summoned by the CBI, who reportedly has evidence against the Sohrabuddin fake encounter case. The hockey sex scandal leaves the management in a fix. Will Kaushik be cleared of all charges or will be stripped of honours? Obama ushers in a new financial era as he signs the finance bill into law. This will now safeguard interests of millions of consumers.
Never again be asked to foot the bill for Wall Street's mistakes.
Muthaiya Muralidharan has done what no one else ever has. He has become the only person in the world of cricket to bag 800 wickets. Now, although that came in at an expense of India, no one seems to be complaining about Muralidharan's phenomenal exploits.
Sometimes apologies come in compassionate hugs. Lasith Malinga clearly seeking forgiveness after taking a wicket and reducing Murali's chances of getting to that magical 800 figure mark, especially considering he was just 1 wicket away. But how difficult can one more be for a man who has taken 799?
Celebrations, have a look at this, they're going berserk in the middle. 800 it is for Muthaiya Muralidharan.
A family stood for their own, a president for a friend, and the people for a hero. But for a man who has played cricket for the last 18 years, it was never about the 8-figure mark.
Once you say enough is enough, and I have thought about it, and I have done it everything. So 800 I thought just a number, but if I can get it, it's good. And most probably if he can win the match, that's maybe the bigger prize I can get.
The icing on the cake did come, and that too against the #1 test team in the world. India, and the #1 test batsman in the world, knows the value of Muthaiya Muralidharan.
I think he's the difficult bowler I have ever faced, and still is difficult to play because you don't know which ball going other way and which ball is spinning. So it's very difficult to play against him. You cannot plan against Murali's, and okay, you can play him towards covers or mid wicket or straighter or defensive or attacking. It's very difficult. But he's a great bowler. That's why he's a great bowler. That's why he's finishing on a good note.
A good note it surely was, and much more. Consider this, not only did he get the wicket of Sachin Tendulkar in his final test, he produced one of the balls of his career to take out Indian captain MS Dhoni, and he took a fiver in the first innings of his last test. What can we say? Muthaiya Muralidharan, we salute you.
Okay, his magic simply is superb. His entire family was there at Galle today watching that match, and what a moment it was for the family when he just took the wicket off Pragyan Yoja. We were joined by Dr. Nithya Ramamurthy. She expressed her emotions at her son-in-law's mammoth achievement.
And I suppose he would like to spend more time with his family, especially with his son. And he felt very proud today. The President of Sri Lanka came and felicitated him and met all the family members, and which is a very proud moment in Murali's life too. I know, definitely my daughter is very happy he's got the 8th wicket. But as I said, the decision is taken by Murali. He just decided, when the peak of his career, he decided to take a decision, and we all stand by him.
Congratulatory messages have been pouring in from ex-cricketers, those who played with Murali, those who played against this wizard bowl.
What can I say? I mean, it's really amazing that someone like Murali has been able to achieve that. I don't think it'll remain unparalleled. I'm not really sure if someone can cross that. I mean, to achieve 800 test wickets in as many test matches that I have played, 200 more wickets than what I ended up with, but a great achievement by Murali.
What I like about Murali is, what I've seen of him and what I like about him is, he's a guy who's totally involved in the game. You won't believe, off the field you talk to him, he'll talk only cricket. Oh, we should do this, we should do that. And being a Tamil, it becomes very easy for me to converse with him in Tamil. Idu pannano, adu pannano, ipdi pannano sir, ipdi pannirukano, apdi pannano. So he's always involved in the game, which is very good. Even you see on the field, he'll keep on going to the captain, saying something to the bowler. That goes to show the kind of level of commitment. And that's why he's achieved his 800 wickets.
Okay, those were some of his friends. Some were experts as well. But we all do know that India actually lost that match. We lost that test match, but nobody really cares, it seems. Particularly fans in Chennai who are fans of Indian cricket, but are fans of Muthaiya Muralidharan too, who say that they're elated about his victory and say he shouldn't be quitting just yet.
He should actually. I mean, he's quite fit. He runs quite fast, and we want that wicket-old smile of Muralitharan back there. But hopefully, shouldn't take too many Indian wickets.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I guess it was too early. Like, as his wife also rightly pointed out, that he still has a lot of years to go. And as a cricket fan, I think so he should have. But at the end of the day, it's the sportsman's prerogative. But we would have loved to watch him even more. And probably he has lots more in him. So that's what I would, as a cricket fan, I would want him more, to watch him more. And that's the sad part of it.
I think it's a great achievement for Muralitharan, because not only was it his last match, but he also got 800 wickets. And that is, I think, truly an achievement. So even though I was actually supporting India because of the India-Sri Lanka match, but still I think we should all celebrate his achievement, even though he's from Sri Lanka. So yeah, that's what I feel.
As a Muralidharan fan, we all knew that he would be reaching the 800 wicket milestone, but he'll be reaching this milestone in such an exciting way. We never thought of it, and we are speechless actually.
Not in the near future. No one in the near future. I mean, there's no one close. The nearest one is probably, I don't know, it's from somewhere around 300, 400 wickets. So it's nowhere in the near future.
Okay, I pretty much agree with one of those gentlemen there who said that maybe Muthaiya Muralidharan shouldn't quit just yet, but perhaps may have to play less often against India. Moving on, Karunanidhi is fond of doing what Jayalalitha hasn't done and undoing what she has done. Today, the Queen's Mary College, at the Queen's Mary College in Chennai, the Chief Minister's son, Stalin, and his nephew, Dayanidhi Maran, launched a scathing attack on Amma. Karunanidhi's son raked up the ghosts of the past, it seems, by launching a verbal attack on Jayalalitha for trying to demolish the statues of Kannagi across Tamil Nadu and also at Queen's Mary College. In fact, let's listen in to what Karunanidhi's son, Stalin, and his nephew, of course, Dayanidhi Maran, had to say.
ஏப்பர் இல்லத்தில் நடைபெற்ற போராட்டத்தில் கலந்து கொண்ட மாணவியர்களை சந்தித்து ஆறுதல் சொல்ல வந்த நேரத்தில் அதற்காக எங்கள் மீது ஒரு வழக்கு போட்டு எங்களை கடலூர் சிறைச்சாலையில் கொண்டு போய் அடைத்து வைத்தார்களே. ஆக அன்றைக்கு இருந்த ஆட்சி அந்த கேப்பர் என்கிற அந்த பெயரை பெற்றிருக்கக்கூடிய அந்த சிறைகளை கொண்டு போய் அடைத்து வைத்தார்களே, உள்ளபடியே அதிலும் நாங்கள் இடம்பெற்றிருக்கிறோம், அந்த வரலாற்றிலும் எங்களுடைய பெயர் இருக்கும் என்பதை எண்ணி நான் மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறேன். தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்கள் 2001 ஆண்டு பெரிய தவறு செய்து விட்டார்கள். என்ன தவறு என்றால்,
ஒரு பெண் வந்தால் தமிழ்நாட்டில் பெண்களுக்கெல்லாம் நல்லது நடக்கும் என்று நம்பி ஒரு பெருகு தவறை செய்தார்கள். அது ஆட்டை கடித்து மாட்டை கடித்து பிறகு மனிதனையை கடிப்பது போல் முதல்ல என்ன பண்ணாங்க, பெண்களுக்கு இலக்கணமாக இருக்கும் முதல் கண்ணகி சிலையை தூக்கினாங்க. அதில் வெற்றி பெற்றார்கள். பிறகு சீரடி அரங்கத்தை இடித்து தரைமாட்டமாக்கினார்கள். அதிலும் வெற்றி பெற்றார்கள். சரி, ஒரு கண்ணகி எடுத்ததுக்கே தமிழ்நாடு சும்மா இருந்தது. 1000 கண்ணைகளை இடமாற்றலான்னு ட்ரை பண்ணாங்க. பேணி கூட்டுல கல்வி வீசி எறிந்தால் என்னாகும் என்பதை நீங்கள் அவருக்கு மட்டும் இல்ல இந்தியாவிற்கே ஒன்று.
Well, we bet there's going to be a fitting reply that Amma must be right now scripting, and we'll get you that as well. Moving on, we know that it's been quite cloudy and raining in Chennai for the past 2 days, but usually it seems that it rains or drizzles in most parts of Chennai. But whenever it rains or even drizzles, this is one area where it usually floods. In Ponnaimedu, the basic seems to be missing. Lokpriya has this report.
What you see might look like a scene in a neglected village. It's actually an area on the northern edge of Chennai, Ponnaimedu near Madavaram. About 2,000 families live here. There are no roads, only stagnant water to wade through, and there are snakes too.
இந்த மாதிரி ரோட தேடி எடுத்தா கூட எங்களுக்கு கிடைக்காது. அவ்வளவு புண்ணியம் பண்ணி நாங்க இங்க வாழறோம். இதுக்கு பேர் ரோடு. இதுக்கு பேர் நாங்க வந்து ஓட்டு போட்டு என்ன பிரயோஜனமா இருக்குது? ஒண்ணுமே கிடையாது. ஓட்டு போடுறதுல அர்த்தமே கிடையாது. எந்த ஒரு ஃபெசிலிட்டி இங்க கிடையாது.
ஸ்கூலுக்கு போனோம்னா 7:30 கிளம்புனா 8:30 ஸ்கூலுக்கு 1 ஹவருக்கு முன்னாடி. ஒண்ணுல இந்த ரோடு தானாலே ஸ்கூல். அந்த ஸ்கூலுக்கே 1 ஹவருக்கு முன்னாடி போனாதான் போக முடியும்.
Mounting uncleared garbage is another major problem here. With it comes the risk of diseases and frequent power blackouts.
Problem is electricity. This morning also we didn't have electricity for more than 4 hours. This is a normal procedure even at the best of times, not just rains. Just this is how it is. And most of the time at nights we don't have electricity.
The Madavaram municipality has said the existing conditions were due to the construction of an underground drainage system.
UGD work has started before 8 months. It will be completed within 2 months. After completion of the UGD work, we will form the road in Pakka condition.
With only unseasonal showers in Chennai, this is the state of affairs in Ponnaimedu locality. This is the route the residents use to commute to work and colleges. With monsoon around the corner, the residents have more than one reason to worry about. In Chennai, Lokpriya, NDTV Hindu.
Right, it's quite scary to think about what our roads will look like in about a month's time when the monsoon actually gets to its peak. Moving on to our consumer rights special, 2 weeks ago, NDTV Hindu reported how consumer courts were refusing to be consumer friendly with various verdicts going against consumers. There was, and it seems there is, a marked change in the attitude of the courts and the State Consumer Commission. Responding to consumer activism and some sharp criticism, the courts have delivered consumer-friendly judgments, and the number is clearly on the rise. Perhaps they have realized that maybe it will take time for the consumer to actually become king, but at least he's human.
The Regional Provident Fund office denied a government bus driver, Kanchana Mallappa, his pension because his date of birth was wrong. The State Consumer Commission, which looked at the matter, said it was a flimsy reason and ordered compensation for the driver. Many such judgments favouring the consumer were seen in recent weeks.
There was a trend that there were certain judgments which went against the consumer. So people who were practicing there in the consumer court, and I think even NDTV Hindu carried a news item on it, saying that there are judgments which are anti-consumer being given by the consumer court. But then if you see lately, what has happened is in the past 3 weeks, there were judgments which have been given in favour of the consumer. And even yesterday, one of the judgments which was given went against the post offices, as also there was a judgment in favour of the insured, of an insurance company.
The change in attitude is a fallout of constant criticism by activists who wanted the State Consumer Commission and district consumer courts to put the consumer first. Change might take some time in the districts, but we have reason to believe that the State Commission has already changed its approach.
Just because I told you proof is essential, it doesn't mean that we are following the civil court procedures. We should be pro-consumer.
It is natural for consumers who resort to the courts to expect that their interests will be accorded priority.
State Consumer Redressal Commission's openness to criticism is welcomed by both the advocates and consumers. This trend will be a big boon to the consumer activists. In Chennai, Peer Mumma for NDTV Hindu.
Okay, there's no dearth for news in Chennai. So what we're doing is, we won't be able to, of course, show you all of that in just half hour. But in the next 1 minute, if you look at this package, you get to know just about everything that's happened in Chennai. Take a look at this.
The Telugu Desam Party of Andhra Pradesh has sought the support of Tamil Nadu's main opposition leader, Jayalalitha, in the dispute over Babli Dam. Its MP Y.S. Chaudhary called on Jayalalitha today in Chennai. Jayalalitha has said she would comment at the appropriate time on the dispute between Andhra Pradesh and Maharashtra. Protesting journalists in Chennai have demanded that all charges against the editor of Dinabhumi newspaper should be dropped immediately. The journalist Mani Maran was arrested and freed after his newspaper ran reports of corruption in granite quarries in Madurai. Journalists also condemned the police for setting up fake charges against the editor. An IAS officer in Tamil Nadu has challenged his suspension at the Madras High Court. The government suspended C. Uma Shankar and filed cases against him under the rules of the Directorate of Vigilance and Anti-Corruption Department.
Spend another 60 seconds to know what's happening in the nation. This is Nation in 60 seconds for you.
The CBI has summoned Gujarat's Home Minister Amit Shah in connection with the Shorabuddin Sheikh fake encounter case. According to sources, there is evidence suggesting that Shah was in constant touch with senior policemen involved in the case. The group of ministers headed by Home Minister P. Chidambaram has finalized a Rs 1,500 crore package as enhanced compensation for the kin of those who died in the Bhopal gas disaster. Those permanently disabled are likely to get Rs 5 lakh. 11 suspended Lok Janshakti Party legislators have resigned from the Bihar Assembly in protest at what they say the partisan role of the House Speaker. They have also announced further protests against Chief Minister Nitish Kumar over alleged corruption in development schemes. The working committee of the Governing National Conference has met in Srinagar to discuss the security situation in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Nearly 17 people have been killed in clashes and firing by security forces there in the past month.
Okay, the big city story. After 11 p.m, either the bar closes down for the day or it closes down completely. And the big international story, Obama uses common sense to help people avoid risks. Find out what that is in just 2 minutes.